Hi, welcome to day 2 of your remote learning math class, Math 8. We're going to be looking at more balancing moves, looking at your distributing and using parentheses, solving equations with distribution and parentheses. So we're not going to be looking at the warm-up this week. We're just going to be looking at some practices, so you don't so we'll just be looking at practices and just looking at some problems and writing some rules just to give you guys some more practicing. So the first thing is we're going to be looking at this equation that's already been solved. Lynn, who solved this equation, just writing down what steps she took to solve the equation. So Lynn solved this equation, so just going through it and writing down what steps she took. So how did she get from 14x minus 2x plus 3 equals 3 times the quantity of 5x plus 9? How did she go from here to here? What step did she take? Correct. She combined like terms. Combine like terms. So she did 14x minus 2x, which is 12x. So that's the first thing she did. Okay? So after she did 14x minus 2x, she wrote down 12x plus 3 equals 3 times the quantity of 5x plus 9. Then, what was her next step? Correct. She took the 3 and multiplied it by everything inside parentheses, in which that is called distributive property. Okay. So she did a distributive property, and then she subtracted. Subtract she subtract 3 from 27. Okay. And then she subtract 12 from, well, I should say subtract 15 from 12. And then she divided. Okay, so those are all the steps she took to get to the x equals -8. So with all those steps that she took, she was able to solve for x. So if you follow some of these steps, you'll be able to solve majority of all the equations that you come across. You may not need all those steps, but you'll need majority of those steps. Okay? Especially when you have the parentheses. Okay? So just to take a look at a few equations, and these equations are stuff that you've seen before. You could say subtract 2x here, 2x here. This one crosses out, bring down your 4. 2x, divide 2 on each side. Okay, so you have x equals 2. Then these are basically the same equations that we've been working with all week last week. And then you have the cool down, which requires you to write down the steps. The cool down is also in the folder that's attached to in the folder for today's. Yes, in the folder for that says day 2 of the day 2 folder, and it says closure activity. It requires you to write steps for each, just to write down what steps do you take to get all the way down to what x equals. And once you complete that, I'll go back and reflect on it to let you know how you've done. It's two questions for your closure activity. As I mentioned, you could do both of these in as a practice just to see how well you've done. Um, and you know, just remember when you see parentheses, it's distributive property, just to get rid of your parentheses first. Okay, please make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you practice these questions and you take your practices and you follow along. There are Khan Academy videos on the website, on the Schoology, for your practicing. The PowerPoint videos are for your practicing pleasures as well. Please take advantage of this and ask questions on the Zooms during the office hours as you need me to go over them. I am here for you. If you need help with anything, please reach out. Please do not hesitate to reach out. I am here for you. We are all in this together. Please stay safe and stay home and wash your hands and let us know if you need anything at all. We are here together and in this together. We are doing this as a team. So once again, I look forward to helping you progress and to see how well you do. Thank you and have a great one and happy Easter.